Hi guys, this is A Train Film Review. You can't see me at the moment because I thought I could turn it around while filming. Basically, this was a type of film, as you can see from my picture that I have here of the stuff that I have. This is a film that's like 43 years in the making, probably the biggest movie franchise of all time. I tried to get this in Tesco on Monday, but because of the coronavirus and everything, all the deliveries have been messed up. I mean, there was even Jumanji was supposed to come out last week, the next level, that is, the sequel and everything. That was supposed to come out last week and it didn't arrive. So basically, this is why. So I had to get it on Amazon. So let's not waste any more time. I just basically want to show you what I've got. Okay, so let's zoom in. There we go. So I got this practically about just under an hour ago. Yeah, so this is basically the Star Wars Skywalker Saga on Blu-ray, as you can see here. So this is a nice box set featuring all 9 movies. So you've got here literally every movie going from 1977 up to 2019 with the rise of Skywalker. This is the Blu-ray version. There's 3 versions you can get. You can get the DVD version, you can get the Blu-ray version, and you can also get the 4K Ultra HD version. Unfortunately, I would have got that version, but that's going to set you back at least £200, and I certainly don't have that sort of money at the moment, or more or less I do, but I'm not going to be silly enough to spend that sort of cash, and I don't have a 4K Ultra HD TV anyway. So let's get on with it. This is the box set for it anyway. So as you can see, it has the Death Star sort of on the side. I personally think they should have put it all the way around, but what they did is that they had a special sleeve that I'll show you once I take this out, showing what's all the contents and everything that's in the box. So I would have personally liked this Death Star image to have basically been all the way around, because I mean the Death Star was as far as I was concerned, was the ultimate space station quality. It's a shame it didn't blow. It blew up because basically there was an act of foolishness and an act of stupidity, thinking that it was invincible. A bit like I think people said that about the Titanic, and I think some people even think about this with the coronavirus. So this is why. So anyway, and it just shows when you build things in a rush, you could miss out just one tiny little thing, and that could end up costing you, a lot. And this is what's happened. And the Death Star is a complete example of that. Now, just a little bit of history before I open it up. When Lucas did these films, he was under a lot of pressure when he did the first set of movies and everything. So he but yet he was still sort of behind the scenes and everything. I think the decision to sell it to Disney, which I may say a controversial thing here, but I think the reason why he sold it to Disney is because I don't think he wanted the responsibilities of doing a sequel, because I think he knows that if he did a sequel, that he would be heavily criticized for it. He was already criticized for the prequels. You can see a lot of prequels are being done these days, and the reason why you're getting a lot of prequels is because basically people don't really want to do sequels and then get a lot of stick for it. And I've got to be honest, I mean, the Disney set of movies have had a lot of criticism, but I just think it's just one of those things, where a lot of people want certain films done and then they criticize them. Now, it's called the Skywalker Saga because they've tried to follow, Disney, since they've taken over it. I think they're trying to follow or copy the like what they do, the periodic timetable for Earth, sort of thing. So they've got the Skywalker Saga as the Eon that covers all 9 episodes. Then you've got the 3 sections, basically 3 in groups of 3. So then they would be considered basically the eras. So then your first era you've got is the Age of Republic, which features episodes 1 to 3, and then you've got the Age of Rebellion that features 4 to 6, and then you've got the Age of Resistance that is between 7 to 9. As you know, all the episodes 1 to 3 was Phantom Menace, the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. Then the next one, episode 4, New Hope, episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, and then episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And then when you get to the final set, it's going to be The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. So anyway, let's just read it. Enough of me chatting. Let me just open this box and show you what we have here. Okay. Not easy with one hand, but I'm going to try and do the best I can. So if you lift it up, you see it's got a nice Star Wars logo inside. And when I open this bit up, there's a very interesting little thing here by Mark Hamill himself, who has basically said a lot about it since he was Luke Skywalker in the films. See if I can read it out here. What an extraordinary journey it's been. Back in 1976, when Carrie, Harrison and I were testing for our roles in what was then called The Adventures of Luke Starkiller, Yeah, remember that Luke Starkiller, as taken from the Journal of the Wills. Saga 1, the Star Wars, there was no way we could have known what an incredibly rich and imaginative set of 8 more chapters would tell the entire Skywalker story. For some of you, that journey began with us over 40 years ago, inviting Star Wars into your lives from the seats of just a few dozen theatres in its first days of release. For others, you may have joined us somewhere along the way, from the harrowing saga of young Anakin's descent to the dark side in the prequel trilogy, or the introduction of an entirely new generation of heroes in the sequel trilogy. As Carrie once said, Star Wars is about family, and that is what we've all become. One giant community that shares common experience of these stories and the fundamental values they install in us. Whether you're a relative newcomer to the Star Wars galaxy or a long-time UPF, which is ultra passionate fan, I am deeply thankful for your continued enthusiasm and dedication to George's faraway galaxy, which will continue to grow with new storytellers, building an even bigger galaxy filled with heroes, villains, action, romance, and of course, the Force. May the Force be with you always, signed by Mark Hamill himself, who is Luke Skywalker. A brilliant, nice, touching end to the whole set. So that's really good. That's really good of him. I would have thought that we probably would have given something from George Lucas, but we can't have it all. So anyway, as I said, we've got this anyway, the Star Wars logo. That's in here as well. And we've got the sections. So Skywalker Saga 1. So I'm going to pull out this sleeve that was actually wrapped around the bottom part of the set and went its way around. It wasn't really stuck on properly. And this part here actually shows all the films as they were originally credited when they first came out. It shows what comes with it, with everything, so then you get like all the details with it and all that, and just that's it really, all the aspects as well of everything, and then the 9 movie collection, so you get that as well. Okay, so that goes in. That was actually wrapped around from the back, yeah, and went around, but as I said before, it was a weird set because it was sort of sitting like this. If I show you, it was sort of sitting like this, with this held up, and then that would come up at the front, like this here. Yeah, and then if you wrapped it around, it would have gone at the back as well, you see? So it would have gone at the back like that. But anyway, that's just the setup. But, you know, I decided to fold it up because it's just going to keep coming off. This is just going to keep coming off anyway, so I just might as well set it and fold it up in there. Right, okay, I'm yapping away, getting away with it, getting a bit carried away. So let's just take out some of these and let's take a look what they've got for us. Right, so therefore, the first part, as you can see, it says Star Wars, Skywalker Saga, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. Let me try and hold it out fully so then you can see. So I'm going to open it up. And here we go. So you get the 9 movies, and you also get the 9 bonus discs for each one. So, and they've written it in the style of the latest films as well, which is really good. So there you get the Phantom Menace. There you go. And behind is a bonus disc. Attack of the Clones, bonus disc behind, and then Revenge of the Sith with a bonus disc behind that. And that will be set up as I said, the Age of Republic trilogy. Yeah, and that would be the first period of the Skywalker Saga. So that one's done. Then let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I'm absolutely terrible at some of this stuff. It's the first time I've done it. Then we've got the second chunk, which was actually originally the first one we actually saw. This is known as the Age of Rebellion, with A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Let's open that up. So again, written in the same format that was done in the new films, with A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and then you've got Return of the Jedi as well. You know, so this is why. So that's a nice setup. Probably one of my favourite films are in there. I mean, Empire Strikes Back is without, for me, the best film of the lot. I mean, I really like it. I mean, for the Age of Republic, episode 3 was Revenge of the Sith. That was definitely my favourite. Fantastic film. And then you've got the sequel trilogies that's been done by Disney and tried to bring it back. Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. So we open that up. You've got The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and you've got The Rise of Skywalker, which I think was, The Rise of Skywalker was definitely the best of this set of movies. Force Awakens I found a little bit disjointed. Last Jedi got a lot of criticism. A lot of people didn't like it. I didn't think it was as bad as what people were saying about it, and didn't really give much credit. It didn't deserve all that stick, I didn't think. I mean, it wasn't the best Star Wars movie, but it wasn't the worst either. And then you've got The Rise of Skywalker, which, you know, brings back who if nobody's seen these films before, so therefore that's fantastic. And I like they've got the logos of the movies when they first originally come out. So we'll just take a quick look at that. So you get the logos on how they originally were when they first came out. So that's really good. Yeah, so that's thoroughly enjoyable. So, you know, so that's a wonderful set. Yeah, and it goes in the same way that it came out, as you can see. I'll just show you the box before I start putting them back in. So again, nice and neat box, nice setup. Yeah, so it's a nice little sleeve. They have done their homework. I would have thought, when I saw some reviews actually on YouTube, they did state about how it could have done with a little booklet, or, you know, some sort of little booklet or something that you could actually have with it. I mean, I think they tried to save it all for the 4K Ultra HD version, which I don't really think is fair on the people that don't have it or don't really want it. You know, they shouldn't try and save all the best stuff for the last stuff. I mean, you can look at that Ultra 4K version. I mean, it is available on YouTube and everything. I personally don't really rate it that much because I just think I don't want to pay £200 for it. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just not worth paying that sort of price. So anyway, so this is the box set. Don't forget Mark Hamill's nice little speech. So if you want to get that, if you haven't seen these films yet and you don't know anything about Star Wars whatsoever, then this will be a great start, I mean, for it. And then this cost me, I think it was about £64. But, and considering the fact, if you saw on my chart up there, I've got quite a setup. I've got quite a setup of memorabilia. I mean, this isn't actually half the memorabilia that I've actually got. I've got a whole load of stuff. So I'm planning, I've already made a space. If you can look in there, I've made a space knowing exactly where I'm going to put this set, right? And so what I'm going to do now is that I'm basically going to check the movies and make sure that they're all working and all that, and make sure that they're all fine, and see how they've done the bonus setup, because I had a lot of bonuses from the DVD versions. Blu-ray version, when it first came out, didn't really have that much of a setup, so this is why. So I'm just hoping that this is going to have a really good setup. And you know, I mean, I sort of just tested episode 1. It looks different to what some of the other things I've seen so far, so I'm going to go through each disc and basically see how it looks. Okay, so that's it really. I can't say anything more. I like how it's got a nice little Lucasfilm sign at the bottom there as well. Nothing right on the very base. Nothing on the very base, but I do like the box. Really good. I mean, to have the Death Star there finally, an unfortunate space station that should have had a lot more life to it, got destroyed, but well, in the wrong hands, I guess. So this is my review of Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and any fans of Star Wars, enjoy this, and I hope that you like my video. If you want to make some comments and feedback on the A-Train film reviews about this review, let me know, and then we can take things further. By the way, Angela's okay, she's all good. I told her that I was doing this film, so she's going to look at it as well, and just let us know what you think of it. Okay, guys? Okay, so enjoy if you choose to get this. If you don't want to pay this much, you can get the DVD version, which is going for £45. If you are a real mad Star Wars fan, I am, but I'm not going to be silly enough to get the 4K Ultra HD. I don't have an Ultra HD TV. I am not interested. Okay, so this is why. This will do me just fine. Okay, guys, so see you later. Bye.